Hey, folks, welcome to Affiliate Nerd Out. I am your nerderator, Dustin House, spreading that good word about affiliate marketing. You're going to find me here every Thursday at 12 o'clock Pacific time. Put it on the calendar and join me in a guest. My guest today, Adam Weiss, president over at AWIN. Welcome to the Nerdatorium, Mr. Two-Timer.
Two-timer. That doesn't sound good, but hey, thanks for that.
Want to switch that up. Yes, you're in the Two-Timer Club for the Nerdatorium.
I'm happy to be here for a second time. Thanks for having us.
Great. So my backstory with you, last time we talked, you were doing your own thing and doing some work with Martech Record, and then you've got this fancy new cool job over at AWIN, and they swooped you up, and I am so intrigued about like that whole process of you getting this new role, and just excited to call you a friend. And now you're in this new role. There's a lot of questions out there about AWIN and ShareASale, and we're going to talk through them today. Excited for you to be here.
I'm excited to be here, man. Thanks. And appreciate you having me. And yeah, glad to call you a friend too.
Awesome. Let's get started. Tell folks who you are or what you do out there.
Yeah. My name is Adam Weiss. I am the president of AWIN North America. Been with AWIN for a little bit over a year. Before that, as you mentioned also, you can tell everyone what I do. But I spent about 5.5 years consulting and advising on the publisher side of the affiliate industry. Worked with a wide variety of publishers, helped with strategy, monetization, partnership development. And prior to that, I was at a different affiliate network for about 14 years, where I did a wide variety of things there, running their publisher business and eventually running the North American business there as well. That was at what used to be AWIN Share. But yeah, been at AWIN for about a year and excited for some of the things we got going on here.
Fantastic. And our topic of the day is going to mostly be around ShareASale. There's a lot of buzz in the industry and questions out there, and I thought it would be great to have you on and where the strategy going, where this company is going, and how the transition to AWIN is going to go about. Tell us a little bit about what's your guys' initiative on this rollout with ShareASale, and what is ShareASale doing right now?
I'm glad you brought it up. There's a lot of chatter in the industry about ShareASale as far back as before I was at AWIN and when I joined. And basically, one of our key initiatives is integrating ShareASale into the AWIN platform.
Okay.
High level, that's what we're doing. And in doing so, we're taking a really thoughtful and customer-centric approach to how we do this. So when I started beginning of last year, I started hearing and seeing communications out there from non-AWIN or non-ShareASale employees telling people it was shutting down last summer and all this nonsense, just things that were not accurate or true. And what I really want to do is make sure to set the record straight with folks about it. And so we've been doing our best to communicate as clearly and effectively as possible with advertisers, publishers, agencies, folks in the industry, so they understand what's happening. And I'm happy to walk through all that stuff, but our goal for 2025 is to have ShareASale fully integrated into AWIN. So it's not so much that ShareASale is we're flipping a switch on a certain day. Goal is to get all of the great features and functionality of ShareASale into the AWIN platform, and then have a methodical approach to getting advertisers and publishers into the AWIN platform as well. And I'm happy to talk about how we're going to do all of that, but I will preface by saying we are making it as easy as possible for everyone as well. And that's what makes me excited about it also.
Excellent. And that's great news to hear. ShareASale has built a cult following in the affiliate marketing world, especially with agencies in the direct-to-consumer space and health and wellness, like especially just everybody loves that platform because of the ease of the integration and the ease and the utility of the platform itself from an affiliate manager and an affiliate standpoint. So we're excited to hear that you're making the right steps and it's not just going to blow up on X date. That could be one of my biggest fears.
No, listen, not to digress too much, Dustin, but I think being honest, Because I've been around for a long time. I think you have too. I recognize the affection people have for the brand, what was built over the years. I take that seriously. This is the industry we're in. So I take it seriously, and we're not going to do things haphazardly.
Okay.
What we want to make sure of is it's done correctly. And so that's why I said before, we're trying to do it thoughtfully and with a customer centric focus to what we're doing. ShareASale has been around for a long time. There's a ton of value in it. And so as part of this timeline of what we're going to be doing, first thing is we want to get the features over that make it easy for people to sign up, to automate the process of signing up. Certain functionality in terms of reporting and link building and things like that, that people like that might not have been on AWIN is now going to be integrated into AWIN.
Okay.
So I think of it as, calling it like the best of both worlds. What you love in ShareASale is going to be in AWIN. And it's something that we couldn't get into AWIN, which there's really not much. We'll let you know that this is here, this isn't here, but for the most part, most of the key features will be in AWIN. The ease of setting it up will be in AWIN. And most importantly, this is an upgrade from ShareASale to AWIN.
Okay.
If you want, we could talk about how it's going to happen, but it is not a migration. And that's something else I hear out there, because when you think about migrations, anyone who's been in the space knows they take work, and there's a lot of technical work on the back end. There's a lot of work in terms of reaching out to publishers and switching links and updating all kinds of reports and things like that. We're taking all of that away as part of this upgrade from ShareASale to AWIN.
I like that nomenclature of an upgrade rather than a migration. I think there is definitely negative connotation behind that word of migration, because anybody that's migrated a program before knows how much work it is and how much intense reaching out to the publishers that matter on your program. And it's just a pain in the butt, no matter what. So you're saying that all programs that are on ShareASale are, it's going to be a smooth transition into AWIN regarding like their tracking solution. What kind of time frame are we looking at for a program that is on ShareASale today? When can they expect to be that migration, or excuse me, that upgrade to be complete?
Yeah.
Upgrade.
So here's how it's going to work. So we are going to select what I would call like groups of advertisers.
Okay.
We're going to give them advance notice based on what group they're in, and we're still figuring all that out. So they'll get communication, and we'll say on this date, you're going to get upgraded.
Okay. Great.
Okay. For them, for all intents and purposes, they click a button, and their program goes live on AWIN.
Nice.
When we do that, all the publishers that are in their program will also move to AWIN. Now, there's a lot of overlap, right? But if you're a publisher with a ShareASale and AWIN account, we'll combine the two. If you don't have an AWIN account, they'll give you the option to create one fairly seamlessly as well. And that's going to happen over the course of the next couple of months through the summer. And we're doing it in groups because we want to make sure, obviously, the initial group, everything goes well. If there's any tweaks we have to make, and then we'll turn up the dial and start dropping programs over. And everyone will get communication. They'll understand when the program's moving, what's happening. There is a plethora of training, of documentation. We've already done some webinars. They're recorded. We're happy to share them again as well. So if you're not familiar with the AWIN platform, you'll have all of the tools, training, education that you need to get familiar with it as well.
Excellent. That's smooth. I love it. And along with this rollout, I think some big fears are the affiliates and their links. Now, the links that they have on ShareASale, when that button is pushed and they make the upgrade into AWIN, are those links still going to be working for those publishers?
Yes.
Okay.
This was a cool thing. So I was super excited when I heard this. So like I said, when I joined AWIN, this was like, we're starting the process, and a lot of the things were moving along. And I asked the same question because I know what publishers have to go through, changing links when a program changes networks. So the cool thing is we own ShareASale.
Okay.
So if you have a ShareASale link on your site, you won't have to change it. It will still track through AWIN.
Great.
So if you're a publisher and you have a ShareASale link on some far-reaching page on your website that you haven't touched, and all of a sudden one day Google decides they like it and it starts to rank again for ShareASale link there, that will still work. That will still redirect. That will still track, and you will still get paid on. So
Excellent.
there's no changing of links. And like I said, for advertisers as well, there's no reinstall that will be necessary either. Their current install will still work for them on AWIN. The thing we love about AWIN is there's even more options for them if there's other things they want to do or upgrade, et cetera. But your core tracking will still work as an advertiser and as a publisher as well.
Yeah, and for those brands that are on ShareASale now, this is actually a really good opportunity to get a hold of your partners that are in the program, let them know, ease their mind that their tracking's still gonna work when this migration goes over, but it's also an opportunity to reach out to them and connect with them again and see if you can do more work. So the affiliate managers out there on ShareASale should have some kind of statement ready to go when this button is going to be pushed. Is you guys have a template for those affiliate managers out there on ShareASale now?
I don't know if we have like a template for the affiliate managers. I'm happy to create it if it's free. Yeah, but we've been communicating to the publishers also. So we've been communicating to our network of publishers, advertisers, agencies in a multitude of ways. Like I was telling you, we've done webinars, we've sent out emails, there's notifications in the platform as well, on the current ShareASale platform, because it's far and wide, right? It's in terms of the reach. So we're trying our best to make sure that everyone is aware. I'm trying to scream it from the rooftops so people understand. The goal here is for this to be simple. It's going to be happening over the course of the summer. No link changes, no reinstalls. Pricing will stay the same. We are making this our goal is to make this as easy as possible for everybody involved. And on top of that, give them more opportunity. Our general feeling is the investments we've made in AWIN and on that platform will ultimately benefit all of these ShareASale advertisers, publishers, and the agencies that use it, because there is more robust features, functionality, reporting, partnership applications. And that's where we've been investing, frankly. So we want to give everyone the opportunity to capitalize on the investments we've made to ultimately grow their programs.
Yeah, yeah, and you brought up a big keyword there as well, is contracts. So when a brand is pushing that migration button over to AWIN, is there an opportunity for them to sign a new contract for an annual plan, or is this a month-to-month situation? How does that work with the brands that you're migrating over?
The contracts should look relatively the same. There might be some nuance. But like I said, there's other offerings that we have on AWIN beyond just your typical sort of ShareASale where it's a little more self-service. But if there are other things they're looking for, we're happy to chat with them. We're happy to refer them to agencies who could help as well. There are a lot of great agencies that we partner with, but for all intents and purposes, it should be a fairly seamless transition.
Excellent, cool. Going back, I had another question on the affiliate links. The publishers that are on the platform, they have the affiliate links that are confirmed that they are going to work once that program upgrades to AWIN. Now, when that happens, would it behoove the affiliates to switch out their links into AWIN? Is there any benefit for them to go and switch out all their links?
I think the AON tracking link, there's probably some different parameters you could use, but I think overall, like you don't have to switch anything if you don't want, or if it's working for you, let it keep working for you.
Okay.
You will have the ability to use or create an AWIN link going forward. And that's really all the links going forward will be AWIN, but the pre-existing ShareASale links will work as well.
Understood. Okay. Migrating topics here. Let's talk about this AWIN CPI initiative that you guys got going on. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
I can. We got a lot. So CPI stands for the Conversion Protection Initiative. And what this really is, AWIN's move to address the issue of accuracy
Okay.
in affiliate tracking. We want to encourage our advertisers to use the most up-to-date, robust tracking methodology that's available to them, with the goal of ensuring that publishers get paid for all of the traffic that they're driving. I should say all, right? There's actually for getting paid for the traffic that they're driving that is being monetized, right?
Yes.
The advertisers on the performance basis. We are encouraging all of our advertisers to upgrade their server tracking. If they don't have app tracking installed, we want them to install app tracking, and there'll be a window of time where they have the ability to do this. And if they can't do that, we have some probabilistic methods that we can use that will then determine what we believe based on a wide variety of data that we have access to internally, and even looking at some external data sources to ensure that publishers are fairly rewarded for the traffic that they're driving. So the whole idea is really to improve tracking standards within the industry. We think it benefits advertisers because when you have the robustness of tracking, you can optimize better with your partners and publishers as well, by giving them a clearer view of what they've sold, and as well as, again, making sure that they're fairly compensated for the work that they're doing. And I'll say this is for AWIN. And to our previous conversation about ShareASale, we are not going to push this on the ShareASale platform just yet, because we're doing all this work on the migration and we want to get settled. So this right now is geared specifically for the AWIN platform, for the existing AWIN customers.
Okay. Good to go. And you're not onboarding any more clientele on ShareASale. It's a redirect into the AWIN platform, I would assume.
Yeah, the question is timely. Just a couple of days ago, we finally paused new business sign up
Okay.
now, and giving everyone the opportunity just to launch on it, which makes sense. You don't want to launch on ShareASale today and then a month or two, I'm like, hey, guess what? We're moving you. Again, we're trying to do this so it ultimately is transparent and easy for the customers. But yeah, it was a monumental moment is the right word, but it was a moment for sure. We're like, all right, positive distance on ShareASale. Again, to what we're just talking about, the history of ShareASale in our industry, and sort of the start of what we think is something much bigger and better for everybody, but still want to like pause and acknowledge this is the first step. It's happening.
Beautiful. And your guys' AWIN itself originated in Europe. Is that correct? I feel like affiliate window is the old name.
A1, A1 is the name now, but A1 is the aggregation of multiple platforms over the last 25 years.
Yeah.
I don't remember the exact number, so don't hold me out of it. I feel like 7 or 8 acquisitions over 1 years, which is also why I think people should have confidence, right? The A1 has integrated so many platforms into one that the integration of ShareASale, there's a lot of expertise in mapping these things together and integrating them together. So I feel like that gave me a level of confidence coming into the organization and being part of this project. But yeah, to answer your question, AWIN is we have a large presence here in the US, but we do have offices all over Europe. Our headquarters are in Berlin. We have a large office in London. We have people in Spain. Every day I get a call from someone who's in some other city in Europe. I'm like, I didn't know we had an office there. That's awesome. And we have a large in Brazil. We have an excellent to Brazil. A1 owns Commission Factory in Australia as well.
Goodness.
We really covered the globe.
Yeah, especially in the North America. Is North American affiliate marketing the strongest out there in the world, or are you seeing other spots that are just as big?
Look, the US market itself is enormous, right? So it's hard to make the comparison just really e-commerce alone in the US. It's 1 point something trillion dollars, right? So that dwarfs other markets. But we see great performance all over in all of our regions. Like I said, Brazil, Germany, the UK, Australia. There's a lot of, even some of the smaller markets that we work in, we see clients excelling in Spain, Italy, France, places like that.
Okay, gotcha. What about any new tools that you guys have coming out with AWIN? Is anything on the horizon that's going to excite affiliate managers out there?
Yeah. Listen, we are doing a ton of work on our platform, on our dashboard in terms of reporting. We have a lot of full funnel reporting available to advertisers and to publishers. We just launched an app that makes it really easy for influencers to not only sign up with AWIN as a publisher, but to create links and to manage offers and to manage their profile and get data and things like that. I was pretty excited about that. But we've got this interesting quarterly release, seasonal release schedule. And so there are usually on average, I want to say 1 year or so of different features that we are putting into the platform on a quarterly basis. So super excited, like always improving in terms of what we could offer to advertisers in terms of link building, the ability to tag different links and getting insights into the publishers that you're promoting, the flexibility around commissioning, API access into the system, there's all kinds of stuff that's happening on a fairly regular basis. It's pretty impressive actually when I step back and look at all the things that are getting pushed out on a regular basis. Pretty impressive what they're doing, what they're offering.
Beautiful. Awesome. And you guys also have Think Tank coming up. Can you tell everybody when that is, where it's going, and what's going to be going on there?
I will. So Think Tank is traditionally the A1 event that we have. Usually it's in Chicago. This year, because it's A1's 25th anniversary, they're doing a sort of special global think tank event in southern Portugal.
Huh.
And it is going to be awesome. It is at a resort. It looks amazing. It's in Vila Portugal. And the thing I think is important to know, especially for you, Dustin, when you book your travel, is it's in Europe, but it is not a European event. It is a global event. All the regions I just talked about, we have clients coming from all over the place. And on top of that, we have some great keynotes as well. You familiar with Scott Galloway, Professor? Yes. She's going to be one of our keynotes, who I'm like, I love that guy. I'm super excited to hear him talk. And are you familiar with Lily Ray?
Not so much.
So Lily Ray is like the foremost SEO expert. You should follow her on LinkedIn if you don't. All the changes that we've seen happen with Google over the last year or two, I feel like she, in my mind, has been like the definitive voice on what's happening. And I feel like a lot of publishers have looked to her in terms of insights that she's gathering in terms of changes that Google's making and how it's going to impact their business. So she's keynoting as well. And there's a guy named Rory Sutherland as well that's going to be keynoting as well. Talk about marketing psychology. So I'm super excited about that. We've got advertisers, publishers, agencies, the global AWIN team coming, and it's going to be a great event. It's May 19th to the 22nd, like I said, in Vila Portugal. And I'm excited to book my flight. There's even a direct flight from New York.
Oh, okay. Excellent. That is great to hear. Yeah, I keep waiting for my ticket to come in the mail from you guys to send me over there to sponsor me for this podcast. I'll do a lot.
You sponsor it? That's nice to you, man.
Oh, thanks, man. With your experience, you mentioned SEO. I know you have a great background in this and making publications hum. And Google has been kicking publications down right now with the latest algorithm. You have any insight on what you expect for the future? Do you think this is going to turn around and come back for affiliates in the SEO realm?
If you listen, affiliates always persevere.
Yeah.
Which is what I love about the space. I can't say definitively what's going to happen or not going to happen with Google, but I think it has been a forcing function for publishers to think about reliance on diversified traffic sources. And I think you see more of them thinking about newsletters, about social, about building their own brand as well. So can't say definitively. I think affiliates ultimately are the ones who are building the content. They're the ones who are kicking the tires on products. They're the ones who are digging up the best deals, right? Things like that. And I think that will continue, and that's how they will ultimately grow in the long term. We'll see what happens, but I think affiliate will always persevere.
No doubt. There's a new hurdle every single year, and every single year we figure out a way to walk around it or go under it or whatever we have to do to make that work. Great, man. Appreciate your insight today. Thank you so much for sharing all this information. And where can we find you if people have other questions regarding ShareASale and this AWIN update?
Absolutely. Upgrade.
Great.
You can find me on my email's adam.weiss, W-E-I-S, at awin.com. More than happy to answer questions. More than happy to put you in touch with the right folks on our team. Again, not to be a proverbial dead horse, but I don't want people to worry about this. I think this is a good thing. This is a huge opportunity for our customers, for the industry. We're going to do everything we can to make it as simple as possible. We're really excited about the opportunity. And again, yeah, if there are any questions at all, I want to talk to folks. I want to know what's concerning them so we can address it and address it in advance.
Excellent. Adam, appreciate your time. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks, Dustin. I always appreciate you having me, man. Looking forward to the third time.
Okay, three-timer club. We'll see. That's rare air up here in affiliate Nerdoutville. So
Did I just get shot down?
not necessarily, but it's I'll see how Portugal goes and we can talk then. All right.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
All right, folks. For those out there, keep on recruiting, and we'll see you next time. Take care.